Welcome to the next day, Friday, March 20th, 2026. I feel much better today than yesterday. I slept pretty good last night, and I'm not, I don't feel stressed. I spent last night kind of planning my immediate future, my situation with both of my doctors, my cardiologist, my whatever. What do you call the doctor that worked in my rotator cuff? My brain's going blank, but orthopedic surgeon. And my next visit with the orthopedic surgeon, I'm just going to have to be more assertive and tell him the way things are going to be. And he'll be on board. Because if he's not on board, he's gonna lose me as a patient. And so either way, I'll be fine on that. There's nothing to be concerned about. And as far as my cardiologist, I am not on board with that dude. And he prescribed me a medication for my heart, for the plaque built up in my heart. It's a statin called Lipitor. And I've seen it advertised a lot on TV. And there are so many published studies on these statins. And bottom line, people want to know, will they allow me to live longer? That's the bottom line. We're all fighting for additional time. And the reality is, in fact, one study I saw last night said patients get an average of 5 additional days of life. And so are the side effects worth it? The additional 4 or 5 days? And the people I listen to are, they're not just YouTubers. These are people with published studies. And clearly the doctor didn't do his research. I don't know, at least that's my perception, because I simply did a Google search and Lipitor conflicts with my immunosuppressants. And I've read feedback from many people, but from Lipitor's point of view, the negative feedback represents 20%, which is a high number, in my opinion. And, and so I just, don't think it's for me. And one thing that disturbed me when the doctor called, he said my cholesterol test came back bad. And that isn't true. I have the hospital's app on my phone. I saw the results myself. They're perfect. So I was a little disappointed to hear that, and because the assumption is, someone has plaque buildup in their arteries, they need cholesterol management. I don't need that cholesterol management. And so, so I'm not gonna take this Lipitor, because there's a procedure that can root out the plaque. It's a safe procedure. What it does, it grinds it out and vacuums out the particles. And because initially they had a procedure that would grind it up, but the particles would remain in the body. But now there's a procedure that's more advanced. Not only does it grind it, but it vacuums the particles out of the body. And so I don't need, every body is unique to a certain extent. And as far as me experiencing heart palpitations, rapid heartbeat, that's just based on the medications I'm taking, the immunosuppressants and the antifungal medication and this and that. And that's just, I purchased one of those little O2 sensors you put on the index finger. And last night when I did feel palpitations, I'd put that on me, and my heartbeat was optimal, and oxygen obviously was fine, so there was no irregularities, even though I felt palpitations. So I just think, and part of it I think is in my mind. I'm a little anxious over my situation, and that's why I like to do a lot of research, because knowledge is they call it power, and but it helps me get the truth. And because they call it big pharma for a reason. They need people on medication to make money. And so, but I just got it in today's mail, a bottle of Lipitor. I'm not going to take it. My plan is to do a calcium scan score test, I believe they call it. My words might be a little out of order. I'm going to do it annually. So my score was 720. And I'm already doing everything they recommend. I've already been doing it for years. I mean, I'm walking on a treadmill. And so just keep at it, do it annually. And when it gets to a point that, hey, maybe when I reach 1,000, I misspoke yesterday. I thought 1,000, a score of 1,000 was the highest, but there are people saying that they're reporting scores of close to 2,000. So I don't know what the highest score is, but I did read 1,000. Then someone reported 1,700. So that's more than twice what my score is, which is 720. And so I feel better today in my mind, and than I did yesterday. So that's cool. And Monday, I have my annual wellness check with my primary care physician. So she'll look at everything, and I'll express my concerns with her. And I think she'll agree with me. Yeah. Because, I'm in decent shape, for my age. I'm almost 52, and so I'm in decent shape. I mean, and so I think any additional medications or medications for my arteries is a bit premature, especially with the procedures. And I mean, it might be recommended that I do the calcium scan score test biannually. And it's not expensive. The insurance, it's weird. The insurance company charges $300, but the hospital, there's no insurance involved. Just walk in the hospital. They charge less than $100. So that's weird. And in fact, I read online on a comment in Texas, one guy said the hospital near his home charges $75 out of pocket, just walk in. The test doesn't take long. In fact, it's recommended that someone, I think over 45, have it done annually. And so might not be a bad investment. And the state I live in Utah is considered expensive. So for me, it was $90 out of pocket, direct pay to the hospital. So that's about the range, I imagine. It shouldn't be that much. And so that's where I am. I feel good mentally, and I'm gonna do about 5 or 6 miles here on the treadmill and get a little bit of exercise in on my shoulder and my body. Go home, walk my dog, give him a bath. I'm gonna take a shower and get ready for the remainder of my evening, my night. So I spend a lot of time in the gym. I enjoy it. I don't dread the gym. I have a membership at 2 gyms, this one here and one across the street. And yesterday I went to the one across the street, and I tried to make a video in there, but it was so noisy. The one across the street is kind of like a nightclub atmosphere. It's very popular. They play the music super loud. Whereas this one is the opposite. And so kind of depends on the mood that I'm in. And because if I'm feeling down, the one across the street is a good one. Just being around people who are exercising, and even though I'm not very social, I don't talk to anyone, but just seeing them really put in work, it's motivating, and it kind of motivates me. And so it has its benefits and drawbacks. Whereas this gym here, it kind of caters to the elderly people, the laid-back person. You don't really see many people really grinding in here. And the music I can barely hear it. So, which means I can hear myself. I could make a decent sounding video here and share it. So that's where I'm at today. And if you're familiar with gyms, you see the color, the purple color, the background. I'm in a Planet Fitness today. I like their treadmills. They're better quality than the one across the street. Let's see what my heart rate is right now. Let's see. 116. That's pretty good. I'm walking at 3.1 miles per hour, with 3.0% incline. And I might do a jog, a 4 mile per hour light jog. Let's see. Get it up to 4 miles per hour. Maintain this for a minute. So okay, I'm at straight up 27 minutes. So this for me is a very slow jog. I can actually resort to a fast walk. Like now, I'm walking fast. I'm doing a fast walk. So now I'm back to just a very light jog. And it's good. They're going to vary a little bit. And see what's my heart rate. It's almost 1 full minute. Okay, I'm at 133, 134, 135, Okay, now 28 minutes straight up, 136, 137. I'm gonna keep, see if I do another minute. I can. Okay, now it topped out at 138. It's down to 136. Yeah. Now it's leveling off. Oh, 138. Oh, 140. This is good. Okay. All right. That's good. Let's see. Oh, 149 now. Yeah. That's good. Now it's going down to 140. 141, 142. Yeah. All right, 2 minutes at 4 miles per hour. We'll go ahead and put it back down to 3.1. Catch my breath, recover, and take a deep breath. Give me some water. Stay hydrated. Yeah. See, when you come in the gym, you don't have to come in here and just, kill it. I'm not trying to be a triathlete. I'm just training to be functional for the remainder of my life. And like I have this 30-pound weight vest, I'm gonna do some squats on it using this. And I do 10 squats and rest. And then 10 more squats all the way down, pop up. Yeah. So I do that, and I recommend buying one of these. I think I paid $30 or so off of Amazon. And I'll have this the rest of my life. And I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Because after doing 5 or 6 miles on the treadmill, I removed this. I feel like I'm kind of walking on air. You know what I mean? Just walking on air. So see, I have a little bit of a sweat. See, my tongue is getting dry as soon as I drink. In a minute, it's dry. Take deep breaths. Yeah. That's part of the exercise, the deep breaths. See, I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to try to hold it for a few seconds. That's good. I held it for 10 seconds. And deep breaths. Yeah. This treadmill as a form of medication. They're not that expensive to buy, and if you like to stay at home, not get out so much, and you can just set it up. They have ones that fold up, space saving. You just push them against the wall, or maybe below something, and you can walk. Set it up right in front of the TV and walk and watch a movie. And figure a movie is about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. The benefits from that. And you buy one of these and just stoop down, stand up. If you've never done it, just doing it 2 or 3 times. It's not feel hard. And so, but I imagine if I really, really wanted to, I can build up to squatting this 100 consecutive times, but I don't see the point. You just want to be functional. That's all I want to be. And I might do it one day just as a challenge, a personal challenge. But treat your body like a temple. Our body is a gift. And being in America is a gift. And I'm going to cut this video short. I hate going much over 20 minutes, so till next time, over and out. I'm going to make another video here after this because I have a few things I want to share. Over and out.